Today we are talking about
Back pain. The previous life lesson was more about psychology, but today's life lesson is about this. Yeah, I know it looks like a combination between a sci-fi Klingon weapon and, well, I don't know. This is the back body buddy massage cane tool, or whatever they call it. I've had this thing for more than 10 years and it is a lifesaver. I'm aware this might sound like an infomercial, like I'm just advertising this thing. However, I'm telling you, I'm sharing with you something that I actually personally use and benefit from. I discovered this thing when I had my first job doing software. After a couple of years of sitting at the desk, just kind of clicking with your mouse in your one hand, your back muscles over here can start to get really tight. In fact, you see how hard it is even for me to get my hand back here. That is the genius of this thing. Because of its S shape, you can do something like this. Whoa! And immediately, you have access to pushing right there in the dead center of where the muscle is getting tight. Say goodbye to your masseuse. Sayonara to your chiropractor. Or at least your masseuse. Masseused? Anyway. Typically, when you hire a professional to help you with back pain or tight muscles, they're pushing on you and they have a good leverage from their angle. But this thing, what is more easy than pushing forward? Much more easy than trying to reach around behind you like this, but I can easily push forward, so that's what it does. The pressure here, PAM, now I control that just by pushing forward. Forward. This is the same reason they have those long soap scrubbers or the back scratcher with the little hand so you can reach somewhere that it's not normally easy to reach. When I first bought this thing and brought it to my cubicle, people looked at me like, Jason, what is that? What are you doing? They would stop in their tracks. But eventually they learned, they tried it, and they understood. They would come back. I had multiple people coming through to my cubicle throughout the day just to use this for a little while. What started off as a joke became something more serious. And I eventually ordered a second one to keep at home as well. I did all sorts of things. I would even try moving the mouse from one hand to the other. I started to learn how to use the mouse on my left hand because then it would make the other side tight. If you work at a desk job, you probably understand what I'm talking about. That hand that's using the mouse, this muscle. So basically, when you push on it here, it is releasing that muscle and it feels so good. I've tried lots of other things. I've tried using my own hands, but this allows me to just get in there and push really hard with the right amount of force that I need. Sometimes I'm raking like this, and other times I just push in and hold, and I wait for the muscle to eventually give up and relax. I use this thing probably 10 times a day. I'm not using it continuously, but I use it often. I like it so much that I stuck it in my luggage the last time I visited my parents in Texas and brought it all the way over here to Europe. Now, let me give you a real quick how-to because I've learned how to use this thing effectively and I think I've got 2 tips I could share with you. This thing can be used for all sorts of things, but I use it primarily, like I said, for this back pain. So it can be used in the position I showed you like this, over the top of your shoulder. Also, you can rotate this thing the other way and make it go underneath your arm to go lower on your back, kind of down there. Those are the 2 ways that I use it, and primarily I'm doing it on the top. Oh yeah, and the second and last tip I want to give you, hope I can show you this well, but you can push it in straight. The other one is raking. So you kind of push in a little and then you're raking down, and it's between the shoulder blade and the spine. It is not on the spine. That would be horrible. That would hurt and damage you probably. But it's just to the side, right where that muscle is between the bones. So I'm kind of going down this canal and then I lift up, I come to the top and I do it again. So I'm kind of repeatedly pressing on this range of muscle there. Oh, it's literally so nice. I didn't even need to use it now, but it still felt good. So that's it. It can be used for a lot of other things. You see all these other knobs, there's even, you can put your foot on it and massage the bottom of your foot. I didn't get anything out of that. So that's the back body massage cane tool thing. It has been of great benefit to me. I feel no need to pay for a masseuse. I can just take care of the problem whenever it appears on my own. This just gets in there to the muscle and makes that tight muscle give up. So I know this life lesson is kind of random, but I really do feel glad that I learned about this thing's existence, and so I wanted to share it with you. I will see you tomorrow for the next life lesson. Peace out.